ladies and gentlemen, or should I just say gentlemen? I've seen the analytics for this show. Welcome back to the Prince Huda podcast, episode 10. We made it. Been on a bit of a hiatus recently. Appreciate the patience waiting for us to get back into this. Been spending a lot of time in person with the man to my left, my co-host, the man with the most, Mr. NHL, Coach Chippy himself. How you doing today?
What up? What up? What up? Doing
Happy
great.
10th.
Happy 10th episode to everyone listening. Hopefully you enjoy us and our mumble jumble that we come up with every week.
I feel like that's every podcast, no? Just mumble jumble.
Yeah, it is. Every podcast is that. It's just tapping into people's thought patterns, thought waves. Today I did a daily vlog, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to let people enter my mind for a second. I'm going to let people enter my day. So I did a little vlog ski today, which was pretty funny.
Is that something that's going to continue?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like it's like I want it to be like people think there's like an animated side to Coach Chippy, but it's just also just like a more chill side of Coach Chippy that's just very not known.
I see what you mean. Like the side that like the boys see, but not necessarily like the masses. They just see like the boom, that kind of stuff, right? Behind them.
Yeah,
behind the boom.
We might be done the boom.
Really? That's
iconic.
Boom. No, you're not done.
I know. Well, like the boom, but like I just feel like being more authentic is like the better way to go. Just being more genuine about, like, don't be low energy, but like if I'm feeling low energy, maybe I'll be a little bit more lower energy than this like animated character that's like putting on for the camera, because I feel like that's just not healthy.
That's fair. I guess like more like you're not forcing it. If you have the energy, you have it, but you're not forcing it in like moments to try and be that guy. You're just going to be yourself. So I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's like a better approach to it, especially if I'm just doing like stories and stuff. Like every story, I don't need to be like boom, it's Coach Chip. Like it's just like, yeah, I just need to chill with that. Like maybe just be a little bit more genuine, authentic, and that was kind of the goal today with like just doing a little daily vlog, just be a little bit more chill. I think I'm funny enough to do a daily vlog.
For sure. And your audience is crazy, right? Like whatever you put out, they will flock to, right? It doesn't matter.
Well, it's like
what
different
version of Coach. What do you mean?
I feel like it does a little bit though. Like I feel like people want to see the skits from me, So like when there's another side that they don't even really know, like that's when it's like it's tough to do that because everyone's expecting a certain version of me, and they don't even know the other version. So it's like you're introducing almost a new character, almost a new person. So you're like they might not even enjoy that person because they just want to see the skits or whatever. So that's why you kind of have to. The audience comes last in creation. It should be like what you want to create and how you, like obviously don't like you want to create stuff that other people enjoy, but you do that by creating stuff that you enjoy. Because if not, you're a slave to everyone else because you're trying to serve them, but you can never really fully serve them because you don't even really know what they want. So it's like. Yeah, it's an interesting cycle being a creator online for thousands of people to judge you.
I like that. Audience comes last. A little bit of wisdom this early on, eh?
Well, Rick Rubin. Shout out to Rick Rubin. I'm reading The Creative Act right now, and that's what he says in the book. The audience should come last in the creative process. And the artist should focus on what they want to create and don't box yourself in and don't set too many rules. So that was an interesting read. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, it's nice to see you. It's been a while since we've hung out, actually.
I know. It's almost like 24 hours ago.
Yeah, I think this is the most I've seen you like in person since we probably lived together over the last few weeks. I mean, the last podcast we did, we recapped the All-Star game, the Super Bowl, And now, right after that, we rolled right into the Stadium Series, which was awesome. Great weekend with the boys. Thanks for
Yeah.
thanks to the NHL for helping us up, helping us out. That was definitely a movie for sure.
I think it was a pretty successful roadie for the most part. I don't think anyone got on their like people's nerves too much. Like we had some fun. We did some pranks. We made a whole YouTube video. I'm pretty stoked for that. How did you feel the trip went?
It was dope. The car was a bit tight. I won't lie to you. Shoving five
Yeah,
in
I
the
wasn't back
Jeep
there much.
and trunk was tight. Yeah, you had the front seat. I guess you know what. Like I gotta edit and
On the way
proceeds not to
back,
edit
on the way
stays
back,
in
I
the front.
didn't.
That's true. You took the middle on the way back, but yeah, it was some tough stuff for the legs, but no, it was a great trip. You know, get to see those games live was awesome. Getting to skate at MetLife was insane because I didn't expect that. You know, we
Yeah, it
brought
was
your
sweet.
skates. Your skates were there. Quinn's skates were there. Obviously, we thought, okay, Chip's gonna do some content on the ice. Quinn's gonna film it. Me, OJ, Benny, we're just gonna kick it off to the side, and then they bring out the duffel bag of the Velcro skates, and I was like, oh my
Yeah,
goodness, is it my time to shine? And it was my time to shine for sure.
yeah, you was. You did shine on that ice. Yeah, the boys all got their rental skates. Not rentals. They were like literally not like they were like in a box. Like they weren't even rental skates. Like they were just like there.
It looked like
I've never
you
even
know when you
seen
go to
skates like that.
yeah, like you ever been
Rentals
roller
aren't even that
skating?
bad.
You ever
Yeah.
been roller skating? It looked like the
Actually, I don't.
roller
I
skates
said
you
yeah,
get.
but I don't think I have.
Oh, okay. There used to be a rink in Mississauga, Scooters Roller Palace, and like they give you rental skates. They look just like that, and so it was fun being on the Velcro skates. But that was super dope. Like
Were
seeing
they?
MetLife. Pardon? Or like
They're
the
like
strap.
yeah, they're like a clip. They're like a clip. I've never even seen skates like that, bro. I was like, that's wild. Like, who broke the bank on these skates?
Well, I mean, I got a
Like,
lot of
hold
questions. Oh,
up.
where'd you get those skates? I was like, oh, they're chips extras. You just gave them to me. But that was fun. I mean, being able to walk into MetLife was crazy. Like once we walked in and you see the seats and the 80,000, like this is awesome. Like trip's been made. I'm on the field. This is super cool as a football fan. And then they're like, "Do you want to go on the ice?" And it's like, if I ever say no to this question, there's something wrong with me. So to be able to get to experience that, we got some cool pictures, and that was just the first day, right? So to be able to do that before the games, like I skated on that ice before Jack Hughes or Zabinajad did. Not a big deal, right? That's pretty cool to say.
Yeah, that was a awesome experience. I got to do it last year in North Carolina, but this year there was way more people on the ice. Like there was way more people. New York, and that's when some of the people had never been on the ice before, had never been around a hockey puck, and someone goes behind they have the rental skates on, they go behind the net, and I get this toe drag release thing wired, labeled for the top left, miss it completely, and almost take this guy's melon off. Like it was, I think he ducked it by like an inch, bro. Like he would have been either that would have been Temple, and he was down for the count, or his jibs were going to be missing, broken jaw. Like that puck was moving. I couldn't believe how close that was to being an awful day. It would have been awful for everyone involved. Like it would have been awful for him, but for me, I would have felt terrible. The NHL, it would have been,
That would have
yeah,
been
that
bad.
would have been bad, but I missed him. And then we ended up getting a couple good videos. And yeah, that was the Thursday we buzzed around on the
Oh no. What happened? Yeah, there we go.
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just
there we go.
your mouth's off from what you're saying.
Yeah, no, wait. Hello?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like to see the puck, because that guy didn't even realize it was coming, and it literally just skimmed by his head. Like it was like that movie Final Destination. It was nuts, and he was so nonchalant about it too, which I thought was crazy. The fact that like he didn't even realize what had just happened, but his life
No.
should have flashed before his eyes, but it didn't feel like it did. So good on him
Yeah,
for
no, it
keeping
should
his
have.
calm.
Like, yeah, I would locate it, but I would have been pissed at mean, like, if I was someone shot the puck at me, I would have been pissed. I would have been like, bro, what are you doing? But then Loki, I was like, what are you doing, bro? Like, don't go behind the net on a. But yeah, I think it was just like, thank goodness he didn't get hit.
Yeah, you had every
But
right there to do what you were doing.
if someone did that to me, I'd been like, get it together. Like, he was chill about it, so appreciate him for that.
Yeah, what was funny is there weren't a lot of hockey creators there. Like it felt like you
No,
and a few other guys. There was like a corgi there. There was like the trick shot guys, the dodgeball dad. Like there were so many people that I had never seen before, and it was interesting that the NHL brought all these non-hockey creators, whereas the All-Star Weekend was just all based on hockey creators.
yeah, I think it was also just a location. So a lot of the creators were from New York. They'd wanted like all of New York, the New York creators. So I think I was the only one. I was the only one staying at that hotel. So I was pretty much the only non-New York person at that Stadium Series. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So everyone lived around there. We were the ones that
They had
drove
to
in
bring the
10
big dog. They
hours.
had to bring the big dog out to New York. I had to bring the big dog over from Toronto.
Well, of course, just look at the numbers. Just look at the numbers. That was cool. So that was
Just joking. Just joking.
No, yeah, he's joking.
But you know I'm not. But you know I'm not. But Prince knows I'm
He's not. He's not. That was Thursday. Friday, Coach Chippy showed not only can he play hockey, he can surf. That was hilarious.
Ooh. So we missed. The Friday was the player access. We got to the surfing pretty cool. Oh no, that was Friday.
The Friday was the surfing in the morning, and then we did the
Oh
player stuff.
my goodness. Yeah.
How was that?
The Friday surf lesson.
How was your
Oh
lesson?
my goodness. It was great. Honestly, like might have fallen in love at the surf lesson. So you guys will see in the vlog. Had a dope surf instructor. Unbelievable. Ended up being a great experience. Surfing is unreal. I want to do more surfing for sure because that was just a blast. They when I first got there, they're like, "Oh, like, do you want to go into the like deep end? Like, you good to go?" And I'm like, I surfed once when I was like young, like pretty much hadn't surfed in my life. Like I've snowboarded, wakeboarded, water skied, slalom skied, skateboarded. Like I knew I was gonna be able to do this, so I was like, send me into the deep end, send me in the deep end, and then they were like, "Oh." The surf instructor girl was like, "Oh, do you need some like land lessons?" So I was like, "Yeah, let's do some. Maybe I do need to like some re-ups on how to do this." So she gave me some lessons. They were great lessons, and then I ended up first. Was it first wave? I caught the first wave with the like great lessons. The lessons were.
I think it was second. I think it was second wave.
The first wave, I caught it. I caught the first wave, and then I ended up bailing. But then I don't think I bailed for the rest of the time. I think I caught every wave after that.
You had a great instructor. I mean, anyone could have learned with the teaching lesson like that.
You could have gone. You just didn't want to bring your swim trunks. So,
yeah. I mean, I didn't think we'd be surfing in February in New Jersey, like this mall, American Dream Mall in New Jersey. If you've never been, it's similar to if you're Canadian, if you've been to West Edmonton Mall, where there's like a full-on amusement park, there's water slides, and then there's this massive wave pool. And they're just running surf lessons, which I thought was insane. Like you walk in there and it's DreamWorks themed. There's like Shrek, Donkey, all this stuff everywhere. So that was a trip. But yeah, had I known there was a swimming portion of the trip, I definitely would have brought my trunks. And seeing how good of a swimming lesson you got, I definitely wish I partook in that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I recommend anyone go to the DreamWork Mall? And go
American
surfing.
Dream Mall is like DreamWorks water
American
park
Dream Mall. Yeah. Go surfing because it's unbelievable. Staff there is amazing.
I bet. Yeah.
Staff's amazing.
I mean, yeah, you'll see in the vlog the staff went above and beyond to help us out. But we switched back to hockey, the player appearances, which was a bit of a positive and negative situation for us showing up at MetLife to watch the team's practice, which was cool for the first 30 minutes, and then the sun started setting, it gets freezing. We're just standing there waiting,
Yeah, about
waiting.
6 hours. 6 hours waiting in the cold. Yeah, it was dope because the first team came out, and it was sunny out, and then ended up doing the video with Frosty there. And then
Morgan Frost, yeah.
yeah, Morgan Frost. So that was awesome. All the boys got to meet Frosty, Benny, OJ, Quinn. We were all just locked in on the skit. So he came out before, and I was like, "Yo, we're doing a skit." Because he came up to me, and a couple of the other boys came up to me, like Cam Atkinson's in there and Joel Farabee. So the boys, we were talking, and I was like, "Frosty, I got you in a skit." So then he went back to the room, and then they called him back out to do the video. But that was like early in the day. And then so we finished that one and went really well. And then it was like the waiting time to get to the other players. Like we didn't know when they were coming out. The sun was going down, the sun was up, so they had to like stay off the ice, and then ended up being like 4 or 5 hours outside starving. But the videos, we ended up getting the videos, and then we got out of there, and then went back to the mall to just dummy some. I think I got a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, foot long, with fries. You got a shawarma. Benny got Taco Bell. Quinn got
the
Taco
meals,
Bell. OJ got shawarma.
Shawarma as well. It's just one of
I
those
was
things
gonna
where
say,
it's just
I
consumed.
was gonna say because I paid for them, but I didn't pay for those ones.
No, not that one. It was just like consume all day. Like that was just nuts because it felt like nobody knew when these interviews were happening. Like it was like, oh, players are gonna walk over, you're gonna do an interview. Okay, when is it happening? Soon. An hour goes by. Okay, soon. Another hour goes by. And now it's like, okay, why the hell are we still standing here? And then we ended up going inside and we're sitting in the friggin' family area of the Philadelphia Flyers. We're sitting at a table. I look over, there's John Tortorella talking to some other coaches. I'm like, I don't think we should be in here, but we just heads down. We stayed in there, and it was just really it was an experience for sure. We got to see MetLife the day before, and then the next day we couldn't wait to get out of there, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah, no, it was dope though. It was a dope experience. Like it's just how it rolls. You know what I mean? It's like you got to get your content. You're there. Player access isn't easy to come by, and we ended up getting we made a banger. The video was really, really good. And that was the Friday. We ended up getting the video, and then we left. And then did we go out Friday night, or we went back to hotel? What did we do Friday night? We obviously went and got food at the mall.
I think we got food at the mall.
I had to go edit. I think I had to go back and edit.
Yeah. I don't think we did much Friday night. We watched Big Mama. I remember that. That was
Friday night?
Yeah. I think that was Friday because Saturday we went out.
No, that was Saturday night. Oh, yeah, Saturday.
No, Saturday
yeah,
we went.
You went
that was Friday. I went out. Coach Chippy, responsible coach, stayed back, did some editing, did some filming, did his business. The boys and I took advantage of the nightlife in New Jersey, and it's a fun night as far as I can remember.
Yeah, the boys woke up that next morning pretty rough.
Still made it.
Benny didn't even get out of bed. I don't even think Benny got it. Benny didn't get out of bed.
He did not. Well, that was we also went to the game that day, the New Jersey game. So it was like we went was that like 7 or 8? We went to the game, then we went back, and then we went out. So that was like a very long day. And I'm just sitting in the cold at that game, like 3 layers of pants, 2 layers of socks, 4 hoodies, like typical not used to this cold weather despite being Canadian, like just out of my element. It was super cool to see the game. And then once that wind starts hitting and the Jonas Brothers wrap up your set, you're like, all right, so let's get out of here kind of thing. So that was fun. And then the Sunday was beautiful weather when we got to see the Rangers game.
And then my stomach was dummied the whole game. So I was like, yo, we got it. I don't know if I could stay because my stomach, I must have been battling some food poisoning or something. That's how bad it was. I was battling at that game. Sitting beside Quinn, just not saying a word, just like staring at a pole, just like trying to get my stomach to like just give in, just relief for a second, and then I was like, "Yo, we got to get out of here after the second period." I was like, I can't stay." It was
Yeah,
a
and then we ended
battle.
up missing the greatest outdoor comeback we've ever seen.
Yeah,
New York
what we
ties it.
did.
We missed the
I
greatest.
know.
Everyone's like, "Oh, did you see the Rangers come back? Like, how crazy was that?" It's like, I didn't see it. I left. I saw it
No,
on the TV
we left
in the
after the
hotel.
second. We didn't expect them to
Yeah.
come back. Like
No, they were down 5-2. Like we saw what we needed to see.
I think it was
Shout out
4-2. They were down 4-1, and they made it 4-2.
4-2. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
So it
yeah.
was like it was done. Like we saw the fight, Matt Rempe. I mean, this guy, rookie for New York Rangers. So I had no idea who this was coming into the game. He did remember that rookie lap? We were like, who is that? 6'7", 240 pounds, drops the
I
gloves
know.
with Matt Martin
I got a
first
funny
shift.
skit coming. I got a funny skit
About
coming.
him? Yeah. Well, I mean,
Heavyweight
he's
belt.
had
He wants the heavyweight belt.
he does
Next
3 fights
Saturday.
this week.
Next Saturday.
Who
Heavyweight
they
belt.
playing? Who they playing?
Heavyweight belt.
Who would be the heavyweight in the NHL? Well, Martin, I mean, he beat him.
Who's
Who's
the heavyweight in the NHL? You tell me.
who is it? Well, Chara's
That
gone.
that's ridiculous. I don't even know if I can
Who's the
tell you.
heavyweight? You don't know
Who's
if
the
I can tell?
heavyweight? Who's the heavyweight? That's crazy. You don't know who the heavyweight
Revo?
is.
Revo?
Revo's the heavyweight. Revo's the
Really?
heavyweight.
Is he?
What do you really?
I mean,
Revo's the heavyweight.
he got dummied in the first game by that guy on Montreal. Like, just throw it into the net. That's the last. I mean, this guy's the
He did
heavyweight now. 3 fights this week. Knocks out
No, he
Matt
got
Martin.
pounded
Stud.
last game.
He did get
He
pounded
got
last
pounded
game.
last 2 fights. He got pounded last 2 fights.
I mean, 3 fights in a week.
Delorier
That'll do it
pounded
to
him
you.
too.
That'll do it to you.
Yeah, that's why this skit's gonna be funny.
Revo, eh? Yeah, I mean that's a big fight.
Yeah,
There's a
Revo's
Jake Paul fight that's not even that big.
Revo's gonna pound this skull in.
Shout out Matt Rampy though, like 21 years old, dropping the gloves with these big boys. You think they're gonna fight on Saturday?
Yeah, he's 6'7" though. He's got reach. He must, and it's got to be a heavyweight belt. That's what I mean. I'm gonna hype it up.
Will you take
Heavyweight
credit
next
for it
Saturday.
if it happens?
It's heavyweight title. Revo follows me on IG, so he'll see it. Heavyweight title next Saturday. What are you guys doing next Saturday? Heavyweight titles happening. Rempe versus. You know it's gonna happen. There's no way.
You think first shift, like they start the game, drop the gloves kind
Yeah,
of
I
thing?
think so. I think it might
That
happen.
would be
Yeah,
electric. Is it in Toronto or New York?
it's in Toronto.
Oh,
Heavyweight belt in Toronto and TO.
Yeah,
To make up for that UFC card.
I was just about to say it'll be more entertaining than half of the fights on that card, but yeah, that was sick. That was one of the highlights of watching the game. Seeing that guy drop the gloves on his first shift. I mean, that was electric. And
that was wild.
We were all just like, oh, it would be so sick if we saw a fight today. And then in the first 2 minutes of the game, it happens, and then come to find out that's his first shift in the NHL. Like this kid's he's on a quick path to becoming a big deal in the NHL. But like you said, he's got to knock down the heavyweight king, Ryan Reeves, self-proclaimed heavyweight king, I guess.
Revo's a heavyweight king. Who's bigger than Revo, man? Like Ovi?
I don't know if you meant bigger. I thought you just meant like the guy, the feared guy. Because I mean, Revo's not having a year where
Revo.
This is
Revo's feared because no one wants to touch Revo. He's the most feared guy out there. No one wants to touch Revo, bro. Revo doesn't have to drop him because he's got the respect. Absolutely nobody wants a piece of Revo. Absolutely nobody.
Fair enough.
Revo just goes out there and crushes guys, and no one does a thing.
Well, I mean, he doesn't keep up with them anymore. I think it should be interesting for sure. Who's gonna win this fight? I'd love to see if there's betting odds available for this one, like there would a UFC
heavyweight bout next
or a
Saturday,
boxing
man.
match. Who's winning?
I'm all. Give me Revo, baby. It's my guy. Revo's my guy.
I'm gonna take Rampy. This young buck.
Pounded.
this young Bucks got hands, man. He's lost 2 in a row. You think he's gonna lose 3 in a row? I don't know if he's gonna lose 3 in a
Well,
row.
he's got Olivier again on Saturday or Wednesday. So he's got Wednesday. He's fighting. He's playing Columbus again. So he just fought Olivier. So he's got to fight that guy again. And they got a rematch.
That's crazy.
And he got dropped by
Weeks.
Olivier.
Yeah, I saw that one. But in 2 weeks, that many fights. I mean, this guy's gonna grow the game. Like I'm sure his name stock just keeps
I love it.
rising. It's awesome. It's old school hockey.
It's hilarious. Yeah, this skit's gonna be funny.
Heavyweight belt. Yeah, that belt the Leafs have, that like blue championship belt. They should like hold that up before. That would be cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be funny. But yeah, like some fighting back in the game. Everyone's fired up. Like
it's good for the game. Like you follow Pat McAfee?
Great. I see his stuff. I don't know if I follow him or not though.
Oh, all he does now is just post hockey highlights. Like he's doing such a cool like his show literally has a segment called Hockey is Awesome, and it just shows like fights or crazy goals or crazy hits. And his audience is mostly like football, college sports, like Americans that don't really watch hockey, and what he's doing is really cool, and it's definitely dope to see the game growing like this. Like the fact that they had 79,000 people at MetLife to watch New York Rangers versus Islanders. Like it seems like hockey's trending in the right direction, and no coincidence, fighting is becoming more prevalent. So, shocker.
Well, he is doing a lot of hockey.
Yeah, he posts
like
bear
all
hockey
hockey.
highlights. Yeah, all his
Bro,
clips are these days are
what?
hockey. Yeah,
That's because they
follow him.
best.
Yeah, definitely follow him.
Hockey's like
Anyone
a crazy
that's
niche where people.
Well, it's like
Bro, he's like really covering it.
yeah. No, I mean he's been about hockey. Like even last year, he wasn't posting a lot, but he would talk about it a lot on his show. So it's cool to see this kind of football guy now talking Bear hockey. So definitely
Does
give
the
him a follow.
NHL
Definitely give him a
follow?
Coach Chippy follow. Yes, awesome a follow.
I did. I was wondering if the
That's
NHL is following him.
I don't know. He
Or if
posts a
he's
lot
just
of
doing it.
highlights. So I wonder
No, they're
if
not.
they don't. Huh.
It's interesting. Who's he with? ESPN or something like that?
ESPN. And he has Subban on a lot to talk hockey, so it's always a good
Let's
listen.
get Coach Chip on there. Let's get Coach Chip on the Pat McAfee show.
Make it happen. That was
I want to be in
the show
segment.
That would be good. That was the show where Matthews was interviewed, and one of the guys was like, well, "What was your welcome to the NHL moment?" And he's like, "Yeah, I scored 4 goals in my first game." That was on the McAfee show.
What a stud.
Yeah.
Pappy, Mojo Pappy.
Is he gonna win the Hart? You think?
He should. If he's got to keep scoring, he's got to get to 70. If he gets 70, he's got to, no?
For sure.
70 rips.
We were looking at the betting odds for this at work. So 2 weeks ago, his odds were plus 1,200 to win the Hart Trophy. So a $100 bet wins you 1,200. And this was when he was behind McKinnon, Kucherov, McDavid. And 2 weeks later, he's now in the lead. It's plus 155. So $100 wins you 155. And he just passed all of them because of how many goals he scored in the last 2 weeks. So now it's very much a possibility he wins the Rocket Richard and the Hart in the same season, which is like legendary shit. I mean, he did it already, but if he does it again, like that's pretty legendary shit.
Yeah. But like Kucherov's got 102 points.
It's going to be close.
Matthews only has 77. Yeah. And they're saying Kucherov's been on for 50% of Tampa's goals. But they're like out of a playoff spot right now, aren't they?
They're fighting. They're fighting for a spot. Seems like Edmonton, Colorado are
so
fine.
if they do end up making it, Kucherov would probably win the. If he scored if he's on for 50% of their goals. I mean, Matthews has got to be up there too, though. Like,
yeah, he's got to be more than 50
of the goals.
Yeah, I would think he counts for 50 as well. You think power plays too? He's got to be on the ice for at least 50, but it's gonna be close. I'll ask you this question right now. Let's say the Leafs get hypothetical. If Matthews puts up 75, he wins the Hart, he wins the Rocket Richard. If the Leafs get bounced in the first round, do any of those accolades mean a damn thing?
Oh yeah, the individual accolades are just beautiful to have on the. Not for the Leafs,
Yeah.
but for Mojo Pappy, they mean something. Let's go, man. Obviously, he wants a chip, but hey, it took Ovi till he was about 30 years old to win a cup, or 32 or 33.
Fair.
But you keep stacking those Rocket Richards up. You keep stacking those. They mean something. There's not as
I'm
much
sure
of
they
a
mean.
as a cup, but it's tough to win. That's tough to win the cup. Not everyone wins the cup, and not everyone gets a Rocket Richard trophy.
Almost like it's easier to win the Richard than it is to win a cup.
No way. You think so?
Well, I mean, he's won. This would be number
17,
2 or
18
3.
people or 20 people win a cup. One person wins the Rocco.
How many times has he won it
It's
twice or
harder to
once?
win
He's won it twice, I
once.
think. Once. 2 years ago. Because he got hurt last year. Okay, yeah. I mean, shit, then by that logic, then the Leafs should win a cup this year, right?
Yeah.
As crazy as this sounds, I was looking at the odds. I mean, 7-game win streak. They're hot right now. They might make some moves at the deadline. The Leafs are plus 1,400 to win the cup. I'm debating putting down $100 so I'd win 1,500 in June when the Leafs win the cup. Good or bad bet?
Don't bet that. Don't do it.
But
I don't
that's
want you betting.
crazy.
I don't want you betting on anything to do with Leafs. Stay away. I
I'm
know
hot
your
now.
track record. No.
Chiefs under coin toss. I'm hot right now. You got to respect. I mean, I was okay to end the season. I'll be honest. I was pretty poor. Gave some bad picks on here. I also doubted the Chiefs the whole way to the Super Bowl, but I took them in the Super Bowl. I took the under when everyone said take the over, and the coin toss. Everyone remembers that coin toss. I hit that too. So I think the mojo swung my way. And so I think if I put this down on the Leafs, they're going all the way this year. I have one problem with Auston Matthews this year. We talked about this a while back. He's missed one game this season, and it was the one Leafs game that I went to this season. So he's doing this
No
historic
way.
season, and I'm the only person who went to a Leafs game that didn't see him score, didn't even see him play. And that really pisses me off. I'll be honest.
That's tough. That's tough stuff.
This historic season, Hart Trophy potentially, Rocket Richard, a deep playoff run. I can say I didn't get to see Matthews score. I didn't even get to see Matthews play. And that pisses me off. So
You
I know
forgot
you
about
got
something.
connections. I know you got connections on that team. I know you're in the DMs
I
with some of the
know.
guys. I won't say who. You can say who. I won't say who.
Yeah, there's a couple connections I got. Might have been messaging Willie Styles the other day.
Might have been.
Might have been
Might have
messaging Willie Style show. But you are wrong on that take. You have seen him play this year.
Skills competition doesn't count. Come
Yeah,
on.
nasty. We won the cup. We won the cup. We
I
won
didn't
it
see the
all. The
All-Star
boys took.
game. I didn't see the
No. This.
All-Star game.
Oh, you weren't. Yeah, you weren't at the All Star.
No, I was at the skills comp. So he did the
Oh,
accuracy, the 1Ts and all that. I didn't see him rip one in a game. So, you know what? I got a problem with Auston Matthews. And can we get Prince in front of Pop?
that means
Like
you got a
that's
problem with me.
Well, I want you to
No
help me
problem with
fix
me
this
then.
problem. I want you to help me fix this problem. Can we get Prince and Poppy in the same arena? Can I
I
watch
need
them
Chip
play?
and Poppy. I need Chip and Poppy. I need a pop and
In
chip.
the Leafs? I mean,
I need a pop and
you're like
chip.
you're 1 click away. I'm 3 clicks away. 2 clicks
Yeah,
away.
you're close though.
I'm close. I want to get to a game. These tickets prices ridiculous. Okay, I'm not paying to go to a game. I just want to see Poppy score one with me in attendance, and I'll probably be hammering Matthews anytime goal, and he will score because I'm hot again. But how about
Are
this?
you?
If you can make it happen, oh yeah, Chiefs Super Bowl. We went crazy. We've been on a roll recently. I'll make this proposition right now on the air. If you can help me get to a Leafs game and I can watch Auston Matthews play, I will rock the mustache for the rest of the year.
I want to see you shave.
I'll wear the
Full
I'll wear the
shave.
Matthews
Clean
mustache.
shave. I need a clean shave.
What about not the Matthews
I haven't
mustache? Just clean shave?
I haven't seen that since day one, first year when I met you.
Is that
The
what it's gonna
clean
take?
shave Prince. Yeah, we got to see it.
So if you help me get to a Leafs game, I have to go clean shave. Is that?
You've never done it since like
Oh, it's
first
been
year,
like at
bro.
least 5 years,
That's
6 years at least.
crazy. That's crazy, bro. You got do it tomorrow.
Get me to the game. They're playing the Rangers Saturday.
Well,
Get me to that game.
do it
And
tomorrow. Yeah, do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll make a couple calls.
no. This is that's not how this works. It's
Nope,
cold.
that's
It's
how it
winter.
works.
I don't like having no facial hair in the winter. The wind hits your face. It's
You
all
wouldn't even
cold.
know.
I don't
You
like
wouldn't
that.
even know.
I
You wouldn't
remember.
even know.
I certainly
No,
remember.
you don't.
I certainly remember.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
If I had to put a date on it, the last time I was clean shaven was probably like summer of 2019. I had a office co-op and I think I had it clean shaven then. So what year are we in? 20. Yeah, so almost 5 years. I think I haven't shaved in almost 5 years. But I will if you can get me to a Leafs game. How about that?
Okay. Bet.
Virtual handshake.
Bet.
Love it. I mean, I was gonna do
Love
the
it. I love
mustache.
it too.
I was gonna do the mustache, but if you want clean shaven, I'll go clean shaven.
Yeah. I want to
Throw
see
it
it.
back a little bit.
I think the ladies want to see it too.
You think so?
Want to see a sharp? They want to see a sharp Prince.
I'm gonna put this out on IG, a poll: Prince clean shaven or Prince beard? I personally, I love this. I like it.
They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know what
They would
clean
know. You're
shaven
right.
looks like.
You're right. My 88% male audience would probably vouch for the beard.
Yeah. So
This is good. Okay, I will ponder it, and when the situation calls for it, when we're at that Leafs game and we're watching Pappy score, I'll be watching him with no facial hair. No, now you're scaring me. I don't even want to think about it. I'm gonna have a nightmare about shaving tonight.
That's funny.
I don't even own shaving cream. Like,
well, you would need to get like one of those like
the clean, yeah,
like
the Bix or whatever.
like the razor, not the razor. Don't go like razor, but you would have to. But I think you'd first have to like trim her down with like one of those trimmer things.
Oh yeah, it would be a battle.
It'd be full lawn. It would be a full lawn maintenance, bro. It'd be full like grass cut. Like
it would be a war. I'll do it on live. I'll do it on live. For sure, I'd have to go live for it, just because now it's a thing. It's out there. We're gonna go live for that.
That's jokes. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Let's I just remember we didn't finish the Jersey trip. So the Monday, everyone was like, "Oh, did you go to New York?" I went to New Jersey, but we did end up going to New York. Monday, we drove through Manhattan, got a chopped cheese for the first time. Try the delicacy. Dynamite.
Yeah, we got to go in behind. It was what was it called? What was it called? Forget what the place is called.
Fillmore's.
Fillmore's. That was like a classic rock bar. Or not a bar, but like just like a cool little restaurant thing. And they let us bring the vlog camera behind into the kitchen and like vlog it. It was pretty cool. I may have to see that vlog. That's gonna be dope. It's gonna be coming soon.
Yeah, the vlogs. The vlogs will be sick because I feel like it's just you can verbally recap a trip, but to be able to be there and experience it was super dope. And I think Quinn did a good job of capturing that. We got some pranks in there. Fortunately, I was never the
pranks.
victim of one. Just an
the
instigator.
Prank war, and that maybe that means you are a victim.
Really?
No one thought to even prank you.
I mean, I got too off though, so
that's just too mean. Yeah, no one even.
Shaming me.
Don't even need to prank Prince. Don't even need to. Forgot he was even on the trip with us.
I thought I made my mark. I thought I left a good
No,
enough
I'm
mark.
joking. I was joking. No, you guys got me good a couple times when I wasn't even expecting it,
I
bro.
think you got pranked the most.
Yeah, and that was the best sport too, kind of.
You handled them well. I mean, the camera's on, so
Yeah,
you can't freak out.
the first one, I was like, yo, like OJ sold it so hard. Like OJ like pranked himself. Like I was like, what? Like
Oh, he committed to it.
I was
So
I was
you're-
like I was like, no, take a bigger sip.
yeah. So for context on this one, we were at McDonald's and Chip goes to the bathroom and he's got I think it was a Coke or something he left out. And so I run over to the station where the drinks are, grab like 2 packets of salt, dump the salt in the drink, mix it up, and then he comes back and we're walking to the car and he takes a sip and just immediately spits it out. And he's like, "This tastes funny." And we're all like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" And then OJ takes a full sip too and commits to, "Yeah, it's fine. I don't know what the issue is." And then we all lose it. And he
Bro, I was
figures
like,
out,
I was like, this does not taste right. Because I went to it. The reason why it worked so well is because I went to refill my drink, but I used a different machine, so I assumed the machine murked the drink. I was
"Oh,
like, oh, like, and then yeah, I was just you boys got me on that because I said before I was like, oh, well, we're gonna do some pranks. Like we gotta prank each other on the vlog, like make it a little more entertaining. And then of course I was like, oh, maybe we'll fake some pranks. We'll do like fake. And
no
then you
need."
boys were like, nah, we're gonna do real pranks. Then what was the other one? Oh, it's like the shoe. You guys put my shoe in the
Yeah,
fridge.
shoe in the fridge overnight. So he had cold feet. There's like shaving cream in the jacket sleeve. Like a lot of grade school level pranks, but still fun. Fortunately,
Yeah,
was just an initiator, not a receiver. So
yeah.
I guess I got a target on my head for next time.
Or maybe we've just been setting up a prank for this whole time on you that you don't even know.
Is there someone behind me?
Oh,
Wait a minute. Now I'm a little nervous here, looking around.
novice. You should be novice. But yeah, that ended up being a great trip. The boys had a great time. Then this week's been boring
Yeah.
because it's way more fun when you're on the road, pranking each other and vlogging. And we gotta get back on that filming grind.
Yeah. I mean that the road trip was like the highs and the lows, right? The next day
Oh,
you come
then
back.
we went to a bar mitzvah the other couple days ago.
Yeah, that was
What?
fun. That was fun. What was his name?
What?
What was his name? Teddy. Shout out Teddy. Mazel tov,
Teddy. Shout
Teddy.
out Teddy. Yeah. Yeah.
Mazel
Shout out to
tov.
Teddy. Big day. Chippy crashed the bar mitzvah. Um
That was a
Had a
fun
couple
one.
dancer girls.
We did. The bar mitzvah
Shout
was
out to
crazy
them.
because like shout out to them as well. I mean, I'd been to a bar mitzvah when I was like 12, and it was like in a banquet hall. Everyone was in formal suits. There was like speeches. There was a little bit of dancing. It's very tame, very civil. This was at like a sports bar that they rented out, and they turned it into like there was a ping pong table. There's mini sticks. There's blackjack, poker, roulette. Like Chippy hit on roulette. I was like, what is like? Where are we right now? This was
16
nuts.
red. That was wild, bro.
Your
That
number.
was wild.
That set the
Every
tone.
kid had their thing on 16 red. Like, that was like
That's it.
unbelievably intense.
Yeah, that was definitely crazy. Like kids are definitely different. I sound like super old, but kids are definitely different in this day and age than they were back when I was 12. But yeah, to tale of two different bar mitzvahs. So last one I went to, I wore a suit. But I mean, if I showed up to a suit in this one, people would look at me like I was something seriously wrong with me showing up to a kid's birthday in a suit.
Yes.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yes.
That was dope. Yeah, we spent a lot of time together the last little bit. Just kind of recapping here.
Yeah. It's been great. Enjoyed your
I
company. I've
love
enjoyed
it.
your company a lot.
Likewise. And we'll do some more. Like I want to film more like skits, some more like reality based stuff like we did. Like the getting people to sit down at the game or like the wingman stuff. Like those are fun because everyone's been in those situations before. So I see like the vision there. Everyone can picture themselves sitting in that spot, being both characters.
Yes, yes. So start writing some skit ideas down when they come to you. Should
For
come to you
sure.
like every day. Should be ideas that just flow to you. You gotta write those all down for sure.
I like it. I like it. Well,
Okay. Chippy does have a men's league game I have to go to right now.
yeah, from talking about hockey to playing. I mean, everyone thinks
I know, I'm
you're just a skit
exhausted.
guy. You actually do play. You'll kill it out
Yeah,
there.
I know,
You're
I
gonna
know.
you're gonna tuck one for the podcast.
I will for sure. I had a big spaghetti dinner. I'm just trying to like digest it quickly, but it's sitting. It's like I'm in like a food coma. So why do whenever we film these episodes, I feel like I'm always like lethargic, bro.
I feel like every time I see you, there's something wrong with your stomach or lower intestines or whatever. But that's neither. We don't need to get into that right now. We can save that for a future episode. But appreciate the listeners, appreciate the viewers. Episode
Imagine
10.
being me. Imagine being me. Right?
Appreciate
Like,
you even more. I appreciate you even more for sitting and dealing with what you're dealing with here. I mean, you're a pro. I wouldn't even know unless you said it. So, do you want to sign them off with some words of encouragement there?
I got a little spaghetti sauce on my face. I think I'm noticing right now.
He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and
So
ready.
he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now. Time's up, over now. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes Rabbit. Oh, there goes that. Oh,
I was gonna make a mom spaghetti bar and I went after it, but I don't think it gets much better than that. Follow both Prince Huda, Coach Chippy on your social platforms. Subscribe for new episodes every week, and we will see you next week.